And like, I used to fear the fact that I didn't have it. And so when I went to the military, you know, my daughter 22 now, my youngest is 6. I have not missed a payment in 22 years. And I still have that same fear of, because me and my baby mamas, we all get along. But the one time I don't have it, how they gonna act? That ugly money. I can only imagine. That like, yeah, they respectful, we cordial, we cool, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We get along, but that one,
though, right?
I got 5.
5 baby mama?
Got 5, yeah, I got 5 for 5. 5 like a Wendy's. Yeah, 5 for 5. I keep the kids, I leave the women alone. But, you know, there ain't never been a time where they ask for what they supposed to have, and I ain't have it.
Right.
I can only imagine how scary that is when you know you don't have it. And I remember that first time she asked me for them diapers, and I ain't have it. And a look on her face of disgust and shame of me, like, how you ain't got no, how your baby, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bitch, I'm in college. Like, what the fuck you expect? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so, you know, the next month, you know, I transferred out, went to the Army, and you know, and did what I had to do. But I don't think a lot of times fathers really get any leeway. They don't get no patience from a lot of them baby mamas, man.
I mean, hey. It is what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It is what it is.
Now, you went back to school recently. What fueled that? Because a lot of us, sometimes when we stop going, we don't go back. We don't ever spin the block.
Right. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
It was always in my, you know, I guess it was destined, basically.
Amen.
You know what I mean? So, I had to go back. You know what I'm saying? I had to complete something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I had to show my kids that.
Amen, brother.
So that they can, you know, have the encouragement to keep going, keep pushing when they get a little hard. You know what I'm saying? And even though, you know, I didn't complete it in high school,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't never too late.
Never too late.
Yep.
And that, I mean, and that just goes to show, like, how kids can really be that battery in your back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
You got to give them something. How can I tell you to go to school if I ain't go?
That make the most sense.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Man, goddamn baby gonna look at you like, bro, are you tripping? Boy, I'm outside. Nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But and you know, a lot of times we want our kids to listen to the things that we say, but they really watch the things that we do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We telling them, hey, don't do that, do this, do that.
Right.
Man, my baby looking at me like, shit, you ain't do that.
Right.
I ain't doing it either.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, especially as a man, we got to give them something to look up to, man. Definitely. Because if we don't give them something to look up to, they're going to look up to other things, and we might not be happy at who and what they looking up to.
Right.
Real talk, man.
That ugly money.
Let's move a little forward, dog.
That ugly money.
The transition from getting money to getting a degree. What's that transition like?
I mean, hey, man, it's a wonderful feeling, first of all, you know what I mean?
Amen.
To just know that, you know, I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Whatever it took, I had to do it.
Yes, sir.
You know, I mean, like I say, it feels good, man, you know what I mean? Can't lie.
It's a different level of flex, bro. Not a lot of people can say that they went back and got it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people can say they went back and got it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you get to the point where you getting money.
Right.
And they be like, okay, let me go back and get this. You know what I'm saying? So, no, man, salute to you, man. Salute to you.
That ugly money.
Now, let's talk about these women today. Goddamn. Hey, ladies.
That ugly money.
I want to talk about the most toxic woman you ever had a chance and opportunity to deal with. We all got that one toxic chick. You know what I'm saying? She usually got the best box in the world, but she toxic as hell. Can you tell me? I know mine by heart. I know her name. I can see her face. But you know that one toxic chick that can you describe her to me?
Right. I mean, like you said, shit, she had the best box in the world.
Ain't that crazy though?
I mean, you know, and everything, you know what I'm saying? But it was just certain things that didn't, you know, add up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to say it, but she just wasn't getting enough money for me, man.
Hey, she won't get enough money.
And then it wasn't even that. It was like, you know, you want me to help you start this, and then you want me to do it for you.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, and that's something that us as men have to really be aware of, because just because I love you doesn't mean that I have to invest in you frivolously or blindly.
Absolutely.
You got to treat me the same way you would treat a bank to go for a loan. If you coming to me asking me for X amount of dollars, I need to know a business plan. Okay, what's the ROI? When am I expecting to get the money back? What we're talking business here. Now, given you don't have to go through the same prerequisites that you got to go through the bank or whatever. Nah, just go in that bedroom and goddamn do something. You know, and change my mind. But at some point in time, it's like I had a young. Fuck it. We might as well do it.
That ugly money.
I had a young lady. She wanted to open up a boutique, right? So this wasn't even that long ago, like 10 years ago. She wanted to open up a boutique. She was like, "Look, I need $15,000 to start up."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay. So what's the plan?" She say, "I'm gonna get the building, I'm gonna get the clothes, and I'm gonna sell them." And I say, "Okay."
Sounds good.
It sounds like something. Goddamn right. If it was only that simple. And so I'm like, okay, so what the 15 going for? She was like, the 15 going for the deposit for the building, and then I'm gonna buy the clothes. And so, of course, she didn't last a year.
That ugly money.
Because she didn't have any marketing or promotional mindset of getting her clothes out there, and this was one of those toxic chicks where she didn't even like girls. So you done back then you done fought half the bitches in the city about me. These now your customers, these hoes don't like you. So
That ugly money.
so that $15,000 went down the drain or whatever. So after about a year or two, she had another idea. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna open, what did she call it? A beauty bar." And I was like, "You better go to Wells Fargo and get your," you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, baby, I want you to win. Right. I want to see you successful. Right. And if you're not even willing to allow me input in the money that I'm going to spend with you, am I wrong for saying no? It's my money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you'd have let a nigga flip your taxes for the past 3 years and he can't show you nothing that he did with it, why would you continue to let him flip your taxes?
That ugly money.
Well, bitch, if I done invested in your ass for the past 3 years and you ain't got 2 pennies to rub together, then why am I still investing?
That ugly money.
At this point, I'm tricking.
That ugly money.
And so, I think sometimes a lot of women, especially when they date men that got it, they think that, oh, well, this is I can just play around with this money like, nah, man, this blood, sweat, and tears that got me to this point. And a lot of times they look at men that can make money and think, well, he make money so easily. Yeah, bitch, you don't know the last 20 years it took me to get to that point.
That ugly money.
All the losses I took.
That ugly money.
All the goddamn nights I ain't make no money. I took a loss. I fell down. I got back up. I was homeless. I was broke. You don't know that. You just see me now that it's working because I done figured it out after 20 years of trial and error.
Right.
And you think you about to just pick up the ball and shoot that motherfucker because LeBron James look like he can shoot. Nah, bitch, you get on that court, it's a whole different story.
That ugly money.
So, man, I love the fact that us brothers, certain brothers will pour into our women, but we got to be careful about the women that we pouring into and what we're pouring into them for. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I've seen a lot of women, and I hate to say it like this, we get money so we can have a family. I want to get money so I can get a beautiful woman. We can have kids, a big ass house, and go up.
That ugly money.
A lot of these women get money,
That ugly
so they say, "I don't need your black ass no more, nigga. I'm the fuck out." And that's the wrong fucking way.
That ugly money.
And I've seen it time after time where a woman will be on her dick, and she the most sweet, humble, goddamn submissive motherfucker. But don't let that motherfucker get a good job on your ass. Now, shit, you would think she's sucking the boss dick.
That ugly money.
She is more respectful. Women have a tendency to be more respectful to the bosses at their job than the man at their home, and it's shit weird to me. And I used to ask them, like, if your boss tell you right now, if your boss call you and tell you to come into work early, you're going to get up out of my bed, get dressed, drive across town, and go do what he asks you to do.
Right.
I asked you to go downstairs and get me a sandwich. You told me my legs work.
That ugly money.
Now, what is that boss offering at their job that I'm not offering right here in this house? And she say, well, he pay me.
Absolutely.
Bitch, I paid the rent,
That ugly.
light bill, internet, gas, water, trash,
That ugly.
grass,
That ugly.
cleaning lady, because half these hoes don't want to clean,
That ugly money.
Said it then.
food.
That ugly
She
money.
didn't get approved for food stamp.
That ugly
I
money.
had to buy them bitches 40 for the 80.
That ugly money.
So, and you have an actual invested equity in this house. We in this house together, both our names on this shit.
Right.
You don't own them people job. You was a number to them
Buy
people.
you in a minute
Bro,
and get some and replace you. So all I'm asking you to
Right.
do is find out something you want to do and put your hard blood, sweat, and tears in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I do what I do.
exactly.
And we'll make it work together. You will never have to get up out the bed for him. All you got to do is just do what I need you to do,
Come on.
which is really what you need to do for you.
And it's unfortunate because they'll get out the bed for that job, but they look at you funny if you ask them to get out the bed for them and us.
Right.
Some shit that we own.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, okay, if we gonna start a business, I need you to get the same mentality, the same I can't be late, the same energy that you get at that job. God damn it, why ain't you doing that for this business?
Right.
Man, I gave that girl that 15 grand. That motherfucker was open 2 days a week.
That ugly money.
Bitch, how we gonna win?
That ugly money.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
And had the audacity to come back and ask for more. I said, that was the beginning for the end for us. I was like, baby, I'm no longer your investor. And,
Right.
you know,
Absolutely.
you ain't give me no money back on that.
That ugly money.
But I hear a lot of men talk about that so much, man. It's like women respect their jobs more than they respect their man, bro. And at any point in time, that job could say, we don't need you anymore. Your services are no longer needed. Have a blessed day.
Absolutely.
At any point in time, that job's numbers could go down and they got to lay your black ass off. At any point in time, you know, the motherfucker supervisor don't like the way you looked at her or looked at him and they can let you go. And they treat that goddamn 9 to 5. This was crazy. They treat the 9 to 5 like it's their man.
Absolutely.
But they don't want a man with a 9 to 5.
That ugly money.
You treat the 9 to 5 like it's your man.
That ugly money.
But look down on the man with a 9 to 5.
That ugly money.
Now, I'm over this motherfucker. I smell like oil from working at Goodyear all goddamn day. You don't want to look my way.
That ugly money.
But goddamn it, heaven forbid you get tired at T-Mobile. You on the phone 5 minutes before the shift start and 12 minutes after.
That ugly money.
And I'm like, how does this make sense? So it's okay for you to have literal, almost like an obsession or love for your job. But the fact that I chose to have one instead of taking penitentiary chances, you look down on me.
That ugly money.
Ain't that crazy?
That ugly money.
Like they do, bro, they do. Bro, a lot of these women do niggas with jobs bad. I talk to them.
I talked to
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do? I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you tell a woman like, yeah, man, baby, you know what I'm saying? I work at Walmart.
Yeah, I do scared her. Yeah.
And bitch, Walmart.
Right.
Bitch, you know what kind of benefits Walmart got, ho?
That ugly money.
To fuck around and get your teeth fixed, bitch.
That ugly money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like, they look at it like the fact that a man gets up and goes and makes an honest living is not good enough. And it baffles me. So what I gotta do? I gotta go crash out. I gotta go make penitentiary chances. I gotta go jeopardize my freedom of my life to impress you. And then what happens when I succumb to I succumb to the circumstances I'm in. Now all of a sudden, now I'm a deadbeat. Oh, your daddy can't do nothing for him. He doing 20 years. Well, bitch, you ain't want me when I worked at Walmart, so I went and got a pack. You know what I'm saying? It's like we can't win. Shit crazy.
Dang.
And I just think that the main thing that I would want women to learn to do is to learn to build with that man, right?
Right.
To build with that brother to the point where, you know, he's woken up to the fact that he wants to be shit in life, and usher him along and be that cheerleader with him as he makes his strides up that ladder of success.
Right, absolutely.
Because when that man has done that by himself and made his way up there, when he gets up there, bitch, you gonna do what the fuck I want.
That ugly money.
It's my rules now.
That ugly money.
You can make a suggestion,
That ugly money.
but we doing what the fuck I want.
That ugly
That's when
money.
the hate gonna come. That's when the hate gonna come.
They almost, hey, bro. You know
That's
what's
when
crazy?
the hate gonna really show.
Bro, it's crazy. Sometimes, bro, I think some of the times our biggest haters be in the bed laying.
Right next to her. You're right about it. Absolutely.
Like you done hit a motherfucking lick. You done hit for some big life, and they look at you like they disgusted. Like,
Right, absolutely.
I'm doing good. What you mad? Like you
Yeah.
and by default, you're doing good with me.
They talking about, it's the way you doing good.
Bitch, you better take notes.
No, you talk with too much aggression and you know,
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about toxic masculinity, as women like to call it.
That ugly money.
Okay, if a man is aggressive, it's toxic masculinity. If a man is emotional, he's considered sassy.
That ugly money.
Hold on now. If I talk to you, if I say my feelings are hurt, I'm a pussy.
That ugly money.
But then, if I don't tell you my feelings, I'm heartless.
That ugly money.
Well, bitch, which one you want?
That ugly money.
You know?
they want it all in one. They want it all in one. And you got to know the right time to, you know what I mean, to bring it out.
I ain't figured that shit out yet.
But no, man, you know, it's just crazy, man. You know, I had a woman who had a job, and, you know, I was explaining to her that I know certain things that she don't know about real life. Like, you got real, then you got more realer.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the girls' prison, and then you got the men prison. It's
For
a
sure.
whole different ball game. We're not the same. So all I'm saying, I said, hey, listen, man, you in there arguing with your manager. She is your manager.
Right.
If you go to HR on her, they not gonna fire her. They gonna fire you. Mm-hmm. And she did it anyway and got fired.
That ugly money.
Crazy.
Because it's easier to replace her than it is to replace the manager. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got a cancer in the situation. I'd rather replace that new person than this person that been here for 10 years.
This person been here. We put her here for you.
I think I will say this, man. Black women are doing better than they ever done, man. Bomb drop to that.
That ugly money.
These women are on it. I mean, they're starting their businesses. They money right. They're getting educated, and I salute that. You know what I'm saying? The only part that I don't like is the fact that when she is able to go be an adult and make her own money and make her own living, that she just thinks that she grew a dick and balls and becomes a nigga because she made a bag.
That ugly money.
And I'm like, wait a minute, baby. You made some money. You didn't make your. It doesn't make you a man.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't need no man because I make my own money. Well, how does that make sense? So you're basically saying that, because when I hear women that say that, I don't need a man, I be like, so all you think of a man is an ATM machine.
That ugly money.
Then quite frankly, Queen, you've never had an experience. You've never fuck with a man. You've never experienced a man. A man provides way more than his wallet. Actually, the wallet is the lowest on the totem pole of the value that I can bring to your life. I'm bringing leadership, guidance, experience. You know what I'm saying? Protection. But they hate to talk about the protection shit until they need it.
Y'all never stand up for.
Yeah, until they need it. See what I'm saying?
I mean, no, I'm standing up for mine. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's mine, I'm standing up for. I'm standing on it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
you know, like, oh, y'all ain't about nobody about to come in here. Yeah, until somebody come in here.
Right. And I said, where you want to be? You want to be on the side of me, or you want to be behind me when the bullets start flying?
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Because, you know, most men will die for what they love.
Right.
Will put their life on the line. And all we really want in return is for us being willing to put our life on the line for this particular person.
A little appreciation. A little appreciation.
Little love and respect.
Just a little appreciation.
You know what I'm saying?
Love and respect. You said it.
The things that men require from women are free to them. It doesn't cost them nothing. They don't have to go in their checkbook, pocketbook, purse, or cash app. The things that we require to put our life on the line for women are all free. The things that we require to marry a woman and basically sign away half of everything we ever own are free. And some women still have a problem with producing those things. Man, all we want is some peace and some pleasure, baby. Just goddamn, man, suck it up every now and then and shut up when it's time to shut up. You know what I mean? And they act like it's such a tall thing. I'm like, baby, you got to understand I had to go get all this shit. Bro, I spent the last 20 years building this shit for you.
Right.
For you to come in and move in. And you can't talk to me like I'm a human being in my own house. And you think that this makes me want to protect and provide for you at a higher level? That doesn't inspire me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I think the best women are the women that can inspire their man to be greater. I think the best women are the women that motivate their man. The good women multiply men. And they do that by being women. They do that by being feminine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When a woman is in her divine femininity, nigga, whatever the fuck she want, we gonna go get it.
That ugly money.
I'm gonna go get this motherfucker the moon if she want. I'm gonna try my best.
That ugly money.
But when them motherfucker get the yapping and snapping and goddamn nagging and, bitch, you can't get $5.
That ugly money.
I mean, you know, nobody want a confrontational woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who just always got something to say. I mean, I feel you a woman. You know, you gonna have something to say.
For sure.
I can't say nothing about that. But I mean, when you just all the time, you know what I'm saying? This girl just looked at me crazy. She wasn't even looking at you.
Right.
You know
But
what I mean?
the thing is, a woman will have something to say at her job and she'll know how to say it professional and bring it to their boss. You know what I'm saying? Professional as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But when they bring it to us at the household, it's all tore up.
That ugly money.
I think if women, Ricky, play some sad music. Women, if you want to learn how to successfully navigate through your relationship, think about your relationship with your boss at the job, your supervisor. The way that when you have an issue or a concern, you pull them to the side, go in the office where nobody else is around, and bring that situation to them. But you say it in a way that's not disrespectful or hurtful or offensive. Do that with your man, and you will receive the same open ear that the boss would at the job.
That ugly money.
But when you are sitting there on the middle of the flow, you know, we in the middle of a goddamn event, and your ass is cussing a nigga out and embarrassing him in front of people and defacing him in front of his friends, you're not going to get the type of outcome or the type of response from that man that you want. Now, bitch, I'm in defense mode.
That ugly money.
Because you just attacked my character in front of Ricky.
That ugly money.
Now Ricky seen you call me a bitch ass nigga.
That ugly money.
And I don't want my nigga thinking I'm a bitch ass nigga.
That ugly money.
And then my nigga looking at me like, well, why the hell is Nietzsche taking care of this bitch? And she calling him a bitch ass nigga in front of me. It make me look at Nietzsche fucked up. Like, wait a minute, nigga, how you gonna lead me if you can't lead your bitch?
That ugly money.
And that's what a lot of women don't see. And so when a man get that kind of disrespect from a woman, it unfortunately it makes us back away.
Oh, definitely.
It makes us back away. And piece by piece, little bit by little bit, we end up walking out that door in some shape, form, or fashion.
Making an exit plan.
Whether it's breaking up or going to see another bitch. We go. That's just me. I'm just speaking for myself, man.
Yeah, I'm getting up out of there.
All right, man. What is the biggest difference between, let's say, the streets and, let's say, the regular world? The work.
Okay.
What's the biggest difference between the two?
This. I was just talking to somebody about this. The working class, you know, we'll say middle class.
Right.
You know, like when Corona started and everything, and them checks was hitting and people were doing their thing, you know, the streets was doing their thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the people who, the middle class, they weren't really feeling it like that. You know, they weren't getting that type of paper. They weren't going that route. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, they felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But soon as Biden got in office, it was like, oh, now we up again. You know what I'm saying? And most of the people who did what they were supposed to do with that money, you know.
Yeah.
They don't got to go back to work. But the people who didn't do right, you know, they ended up, you know, they on their list. They on their list.
At least they coming to get them one by one, too. Trump gonna
They
get
on
them.
their list. But, hey, man, you know, I don't know nobody who went yet. But, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't go, you know what I mean?
Oh, I got a partner. He got $4 million. And he doing about, I think, 14. Oof. 14 for $4 million.
Yeah, man.
If he was able to, I mean, given I would never, you know, wish jail on my worst enemy.
Right.
But 14 million, I mean, 4 million for 14 years. I mean, ain't that if he was able to keep it.
You see what I'm saying?
Now if they came and got it, then he just crashed out. But if he hid that motherfucker in the goddamn in the ground somewhere, I mean, what job gonna pay you $4 million in 14 years?
That ugly money.
Ain't too many jobs. Not saying that that's the route to go, ladies and gentlemen, please. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. Beau Dilly is here, man. Special edition, man. We are. What's the word we use? We are fellowshipping with the real one. Biggest pet peeve of modern women. What's your biggest concern?
Ooh, shit. Man, let's see.
We all got one.
Yeah. Man. My biggest pet peeve with a woman. Respect. You know what I'm saying?
Free game
respect.
alert.
If she can show me respect, if she show me she respect herself, first of all.
Amen, brother.
You know, I rock with you. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see, you know, you talking crazy, get to your house and your house looking crazy, you know what I'm saying? The kitchen crazy, the bath, oh my God, if your bathroom crazy, I'm just going to leave, you know what I mean? I'm just going to leave. I appreciate you, man. Had a nice time, nice meeting you. I'm going to get up out of there, you know what I mean? Definitely respect is a big pet peeve with me, you know what I mean? It's some more I can't think of right now.
No, that's the big,
that's
the biggest one though, and it's free. It's free. It's not women not having a say so or not having a voice. It's just knowing when and how to voice it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not the fact of you not having an opinion. It's just about when to express that opinion. You know what I mean? And how do you speak to your man? How do you speak? This is a man that you claim that you love, that you want to spend your life with, that you have plans in the future, and you have, you know, whether if y'all got a kid or not, you bear this child. Why are you talking to him like an animal?
That's where guidance come in at.
Man, I had a conversation with a female. I had a conversation not too long ago, bro. I would say less than a year ago, and I remember I said, niggas don't talk to me crazy in the street as crazy as you try to talk to me in his house.
Right.
And I say, Most niggas go out in the street and get hoed. And then they come back home and they beat they bitch. I said, I go out in the street and beat these niggas. And I come home and you try to hold me. Shit don't make no sense.
That ugly money.
And I told this woman, I said, there is not a human being in this world that talks to me as bad as you do. I said, you talk to me like an animal sometimes. And she kind of looked. She said, I'll try to do better. I ain't talked to that bitch no more after that.
That ugly money.
I'll try to do better.
That ugly
That's
money.
who you is. That's who you is now.
Hey, man, but us as men, we got to take accountability for the type of women that we rock with, the type of women we choose, the type of women we choose to cuff, the type of women, the type of women we go for. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because, it was one of them toxic ones. It looked good, but it was rotten in the inside.
And that's what it be, too.
They be ugly as hell on the inside. They look so good, though.
That ugly
They be
money.
cute as hell. They be ugly as hell on the inside.
That ugly money.
Oh, man. Before we get out of here, man, what is, about you as a person, what is your biggest misconception, or what is your one thing that you think that people don't understand about Beau Dilly?
That they don't understand about me. That I ain't made it where I'm going yet. You know what I'm saying? I still got more to do. You know what I'm saying? It's still more work to get done. You know what I mean? For what my vision is, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it ain't over. You know what I mean? It's just begun, really.
Amen, brother.
That ugly money.
And this is the Ugly Money Podcast. We talk about the process of success, everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's ugly money, the ups, the downs, the highs and lows. I know in your life there was times that everything didn't work out right, that things didn't go the way they were supposed to go.
Absolutely.
Name a time in your life where you fell down and you had to get back up, and how'd you do it?
Man, man.
Like, when wasn't it?
Which one?
Right.
Now, man, I remember I was working at Six Flags.
Okay.
I was working at Six Flags. It was a while ago though. Smoking weed, got caught. You know what I'm saying? They fired shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Put me out on Six Flags Drive.
Damn.
Yeah. But I had to gather myself up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went to Steak and Shake. You know. Yep.
That ugly money.
Gather my shit.
Hey, man, them fine days, man. I remember I got fired from UPS one day.
Whew.
And I had been late about half the time I was supposed to be there. And so the day they finally fired me, them niggas made me come all the way in. And I was on time that day. They made me come in like it was a regular day, right?
Yeah.
But it seemed like everybody else knew I was fired but me. Right? So everybody kind of looking at me. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Whatever. So I get on the line. Getting ready to, get on the order filling.
On them boxes.
And they like, Harris. Hey, supervisor manager needs you in his office.
Okay.
And everybody just kind of get quiet. I'm like, what the fuck y'all niggas looking at or whatever, right? So I walk in.
Promotion.
Right. I walk in that bitch, bro. I walk in that motherfucker and he say, due to your consistent tardiness, we going to have to let you go today. Please give you your badge and they will walk you out.
Absolutely.
I was like, bitch ass nigga, you could have called me for that. I ain't even had to come over here.
That ugly money.
And so they had security there to walk me out like I was a criminal or something. I'm like, nigga, I just got fired. I ain't committed a crime, bitch ass nigga.
That ugly money.
But yeah, man, getting fired sucked. And that was the last time I got fired. I said, you know what? I don't think I'm going to give a person a chance ever to fire me again.
That ugly money.
I'm going to be my own damn boss.
That
Hey, man, before we get out of here, man, let these folks know where to follow you at and everything, Beau Dilly.
Yeah, Beau Dilly. It's Beau _ BEAU _ DEE12.
There it is, man. And this is like, once again, it's a fellowship with the real ones.
That ugly money.
Where I have conversations with the guys that's really doing it, that's really living it.
That ugly money.
And if you want to come on the show, make sure you DM me on Instagram at uglymoneyniche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Beau, Dilly.
That ugly money. That ugly money.
That ugly money.
That ugly money.
That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.